Hey guys, my name's N6420, and welcome to a review of Marvel Spider-Man episode 7 or 8, and how you like to depict it. I like to just go by the numbers on what we get. So even though it says episode 7, I'm gonna still call it episode. No, since it's called episode 8, I'm still gonna call it episode 7. Anyways, this episode we are introduced to we're not introduced to because we saw it last episode. This episode we see more of the black suit, and the black suit we see more of the black suit, and yeah, basically we only see a bit more of the black suit, and that's all we get. But it's still pretty cool because we see like the effects it has on Peter and the effects it arounds everybody else. So the episode begins with Peter actually just doing of a bank robbery, which kind of looks like Homecomings, because the robbers are wearing masks of the heroes. So, but this time they're wearing Spider-Man masks. But since Spider-Man has the black suit now, he stops them. He actually stops them. Spider-Man stops him and says that those masks are so last week. I don't know why, but he says those are so last week, even though it would have made more sense. Okay, I just thought of this because it would have made more sense for him to say that if the episode, like, the last episode came out last week, like last Saturday, because if we got in Sandman last week, last Saturday, and then him saying that, it would have made more sense, because he would say those are so last week, because that was last Saturday. But off topic, anyways. He stops them, and we have a mini background on where we are at. Apparently, he's had the suit for about only a few days, I guess, or a few times. I guess, I don't know. It just shows him just doing random stuff. So I'm gonna guess it's only for a few times of the day. Anyways, we cut to him actually finding the Vulture after, no, not the Vulture. We see him heading back to his house, and him doing he has a little chart saying wins and losses. So it's kind of cool actually see how many wins and losses he's actually done. We cut back to him at Aunt May's house, and then not apparently, he gets a ring on his phone, a notification of him actually notifying him that there's danger. So he heads back out, puts on the black suit, and he heads back out, and he faces off against a bunch of against the guy that's trying to go rob the place. But he's he tricks him, the robber tricks him and saying that there's more behind him. So they're all behind him, but Spider-Man takes him out really easily. But then after that, we see the Vulture in the skies again, and then Spider-Man goes after him, and then basically Spider-Man actually tries to beat him. But what he does is that he tries to he tries to take control of Vulture's wings, and he slides him all the way back, or glides him all the way back to prison. And then we see that he was actually released from prison by another, guess what, Norman Osborn. He was released by Norman Osborn to work at Osborn Academy. And this kind of actually throws Spider-Man off guard. And he's actually kind of weirded out. And then the police officer even asks Adrian Toomes if he wants to press charges on Spider-Man. And then Adrian Toomes just says, nah, I don't want to push charges. But Spider-Man starts freaking out. He's not starting to freak out. He has this shocked expression and this scared voice, because he thinks he's gonna get charged. Anyways, after that we cut to a cafe of with Peter and Harry, and you can totally, and in this scene you can totally depict and see that the symbiote is affecting on Peter's life, because he starts acting all coolsies, wearing sunglasses. Peter's starting wearing sunglasses, and when he's talking with Harry, it's confirmed that Norman Osborn released Adrian Toomes from jail. And then after that, we get cut to after that we see Norman actually talking to Adrian Toomes about the V252. Norman wants to know what he's doing for the Stark, what Horizon is doing for the Stark Expo, and to reveal that they're doing the Venom symbiote. So they're talking about what they're gonna do, and then Agent Norman asks Agent Toombs on what Horizon High is gonna actually unveil over there at Stark Expo, and then Agent Toombs tells them that the V-22, the V-252, the V-252, Jesus Christ, the V-250. Anyways, you know what? He's just gonna Venom. He's gonna reveal Venom, and Norman actually wants that substance, but Adrian Toombs knows that if he goes back, he's gonna get charged. So Alistair Smythe comes in and says that he's ready to actually use Adrian Toombs' Vulture suit. So Alistair Smythe breaks into Horizon and tries to actually steal the V-252. Tries to steal the symbiote. So but then he gets caught by Max. He gets caught by Max, the leader, if you don't know, and he actually is caught, and then Spider-Man comes out of nowhere because he's still actually, because since he's at Horizon. Oh yeah, Spider-Man said that. Later, after that, what I just told you about Adrian, Norman asking Adrian about what Horizon's gonna unveil. Peter goes in. He starts actually talking like in this like hipster, like try to be coolsies attitude to the group that's in the room who's just stressed that the symbiote is gone. And yeah. Anyways, they decided to actually Spider-Man finds the Vulture. He fights the Vulture again, but this time it's actually Alistair Smythe and not Adrian Toombs. So Alistair Smythe actually Alistair Smythe is still at the building, but not Alistair Smythe. Adrian Toombs is still at the building, and Alistair Smythe is stealing it, but he couldn't find it. But Spider-Man starts actually bashing Alistair Smythe against the wall, like trying to make him like regret that's actually Adrian, because he thinks it's Adrian Toombs. But then Max tells him to stop. But then Adrian Toombs somehow gets released from the web, or like gets released from Spider-Man's groups, and he takes Max, and he just like glides him. He takes him, and he goes out the window. Anyways, after the whole thing, Spider-Man catches Max, because Alistair just like decides to just drop him. Anyways, Peter catches Max. He goes after Smythe, and then once he actually gets to Osborn Academy, he breaks in. But then it's revealed that he sees that it's not actually Adrian Toombs. It's Alistair Smythe that actually took it, and he's attacking Toombs. But then Harry jumps in, because Harry hears it, and he goes in, and he sees that Spider-Man is actually assaulting an unarmed man. So, and then Harry grabs like the Vulture's Sonic thing, the Sonic Wave, the thing. I forgot what it was. Anyways, he catches it, he uses it, and it does a reaction to the symbiote, and the symbiote actually attacks Harry by actually using one of its like symbiotic parts, and it actually like pushes aggressively Harry across across the room to hit the wall. I think, I don't know, but it may have hit the wall. And then Peter says he can't control it, and then he escapes. And then it's revealed that Alistair Smythe he shows like a little footage of this to Norman, and Norman just figures out that Spider-Man has an inside job. He has an inside job with Horizon. Anyways, Norman finds out a plan to actually get Spider-Man to get to Osborn Academy, so that way he can get the Venom symbiote. Anyways, after the whole thing, Peter heads back to his house, and then the symbiote actually gets him aggressive, and like when Aunt May asks Peter if he's still awake, Peter basically goes all out and says, "Cut me some slack," with a kind of like a yellish thing, with a high pitch, not high pitch, like a high voiced yell, and she's like saying, and she says, "What was that?" But then Peter says he's sorry, and he won't do it again. So he finds out it's actually a living thing, and he decides to actually head out and get it back to Horizon before he can do any more damage or hurt anyone else. And yeah, he tries to do that, but then the symbiote tries to stop him, and which leads out into this Peter takes it out and tries to get back to Horizon, but the symbiote is stopping him from doing it. But then so it kind of goes to where that black suit clip we got from Comic-Con goes in play. So we get that, and then Vulture takes him, Vulture finds Spider-Man and takes him all the way down to Osborn Academy, and Osborn wants Spider-Man to join him, but Spider-Man refuses. So this leads to Spider-Man versus Adrian Toomes and Alistair Smythe, but he beats them quickly. But then Peter realizes that the only way to actually get the symbiote off him is to have Norman actually help him. So Peter decides to actually do this like a little quick thing, and fools Norman that he's going to join him, so they can get him off. And like once he gets the symbiote off, Peter catches where it is and takes it all the way back to Horizon. And then Norman says that he'll have him and the symbiote one day. So, anyways, after that we get to where Peter gives the symbiote back to Max, and Max is outraged. So he says that Peter is banned from actually participating in the Stark Expo. So after that, we see the return of the Red and Blues, the famous Red and Blues. So yeah, we see the return of the famous Red and Blues. To finally actually get to the conclusion, because Jesus, this is actually probably going to be my longest review. I can finally say that I like the episode. I give it a solid 8 out of 10 or 8.5 out of 10. I'm still waiting for that 9.5. Anyways, yeah, I'll give it a 8.5 to an 8 point. I'll give it an 8 out of 5, an 8 out of 10 or 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, that's my review on the Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below. Hopefully you like and subscribe. See you later. And if you're new, if you liked the video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed, please subscribe. So see you guys later. Bye bye.